budaya. Right, a very good evening to brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining us in the Dharma talk today. I'm the moderator for today. All right, and we welcome everyone to join our Dharma talk today entitled How to Practice Cultivating Metta. And we are very honored to have Bhante Mahinda with us today. Right, before we start our Dharma talk, a few reminders for everyone. Number one, please make sure that your mic stay mute throughout the Dharma talk, right? So that the whole talk will stay smooth later. That is number one. Number two, throughout the whole 1 hour sharing, if you have any other question that you would like to ask Bhante, all right, those who are in YouTube, you may type in the YouTube comment section, and those who are in our Zoom, you may type in the chat section. We'll forward it to Bhante at the end of the session, all right, for Q&A slot later. All right, and before we start our Dharma talk today, please allow me to introduce Bhante Mahinda. All right, can I have the to be stopped? Okay, all right, thank you. All right, before we start our Dharma talk today, please allow me to introduce Bhante Mahinda. Bhante Mahinda was born in 1949 into a traditional Chinese family in Melaka, Malaysia. He was ordained in 1976 as a Buddhist monk in the Sri Lankan Trivandrum tradition under the tutelage of late Venerable Dr. K. Sri Dhammanandan Nayaga Thera. He was taught mindfulness and metta meditation for more than 35 years in over 20 countries and is well known for novitiate programs which he conducted annually for 31 years at the Buddhist Mahavihara in Kuala Lumpur, as well as more recently in the Buddhist holy places in India and Nepal and the Aloka Meditation Center, Australia. Currently, Venerable Mahinda is abbot of Mandi Vihara and general advisor to the Buddhist Missionary Society, Malaysia. He is also the founder and spiritual director of the Aloka Foundation, Malaysia, abbot of Aloka Meditation Center in Australia, and founder spiritual director of the Australian Buddhist Mission Inc. He is religious patron of the Young Buddhist Association of Malaysia, and also spiritual advisor to a number of other Buddhist organizations in Malaysia and Singapore. Right, without further ado, we would like to invite Bhante Mahinda to our Dharma talk entitled How to Practice Cultivating Metta. Bhante Mahinda, please.
Yeah. Sukhi Hotu to all of you brothers and sisters in the Dhamma. First of all, let me rejoice with the Young Buddhist Association of Malaysia, the Melaka State Liaison Committee, and for arranging this Zoom session tonight. And it is so fitting that you request this subject on how to practice loving kindness. Loving kindness or metta is the basis, is the foundation of all great virtues that leads to enlightenment. So I will first explain to you, because all the teachings, the instructions on how to practice metta actually has been outlined in the Karaniya Metta Sutta, And in verse number 8 of the Cultivating Metta Sutta, the Buddha instructed and said, Mettancha sabba lokasming manasang bhavaye aparimanam uddang adoja tiriyancha asambadang averang asapatang. This is in the Cultivating Metta Sutta, verse number 8. What it says is this, Mettancha sabba lokasming manasang bhavaye aparimanam. It is to let your thoughts of boundless love pervade the whole world. Uddang adoja tiriyancha, above, below, and all around. Free from anger, without any obstructions. Free from anger, free from enmity. Now, this simple instruction, the commentaries explain this. The commentaries in the Visuddhimagga, mostly in the Visuddhimagga, explain how it is to be done, step by step. Yeah, there are two very common methods. Although there are many different variations, there are two common methods with regards to the practice of metta. The first method.
Don't press
is,
lah. You wash already, not the hand in water. Go and throw water then.
The first method is actually to direct our attention towards individuals. And then the second method is to spread out in the different directions. Yeah. So traditionally, when we talk about different directions, it is starting from the east, then west, then north, south, and then you have in-betweens, above and below, that will give you 10 different directions. Yeah. And with regards to individuals, the advice is to start with somebody. First, you start with yourself and you feel a sense of well-being. After you are able to feel a sense of well-being, then you think of somebody whom you have respect. You have great respect for somebody. And these are usually your spiritual, religious teachers that are guiding you. And your parents, father, mother, and especially those who have touched your lives. So the idea is this, after you start from yourself and you think somebody whom you respect, somebody whom you have what you call, who are near and dear to you, then it is easier to wish them to be well and happy. And that's how metta flows. And once you build up the momentum, then you start radiating to somebody who is less well known to you or even unknown to you. And then you go on to somebody who is a bit difficult to you. People with whom you've had quarrels or misunderstanding, your rivals, your enemies. You even radiate loving kindness to them. And if you can do that, then your metta, loving kindness, becomes boundless because it breaks the barrier. So the method is, first we set up a barrier, then ourselves, our teachers, our parents, and then after that, we keep on breaking the barrier until eventually, just that one thought, that may all beings be well and happy. All beings be well and happy. Just that one thought. Now, if we practice like that, eventually just one thought, all being be well and happy, well and happy, well and happy, until there's no more thoughts. And that is how your mind, you get into metta jhana, you get into samadhi, and you will feel a deep sense of wellness, and you feel the joy in you. Yeah. So that is with regards to individuals. In fact, only recently I received news that in America, the Heart Association, American Heart Association, they are promoting the practice of loving kindness meditation and for good heart. Yeah, and exactly this method, the method of what? Starting with oneself, then to somebody who is near to you, and then somebody who is neutral, and then the difficult ones. So when you can do that, your loving kindness becomes boundless. Now, with regards to direction, yeah, as I mentioned just now, you take the different directions, the 10 different directions, or you can start from wherever you are, in your own home, in your room, or if you are at work, in your office, you start practicing there. And then you feel, once you can feel a sense of well-being, then you spread your aura around, all around the space in your in your room or your office, and then you spread out to the whole house, the whole building, and spread out to all the neighborhood, the town or the city that you are in, and then go on to the whole country. And then you spread beyond the country to all the neighboring countries, all the neighboring islands, until you cover the whole world. And you can still think beyond this world, all the other realms of existence, whether known or unknown to you, seen or unseen. So that is how you radiate your loving kindness in different directions, and it reaches out to the whole world and beyond. Now, the best thing to do now is, I think, rather than doing all the, what you call details and explanation, I would first like you to practice, right? I will guide you through, and then I will explain. After that, I will explain to you how it should be done and how you can put this practice into your day-to-day life. First, you learn how to practice in your sitting posture. And later on, you must understand that loving kindness meditation is something that you can do and you should do in all the different postures, whether sitting, standing, walking, or moving around, or lying down. All the time, as long as you are awake, you should try to cultivate this loving kindness more and more. So we'll tell you how, but for the time being, and I will just guide you through. Is that okay? Yeah, I will guide you through, and first, starting from where you are, and we radiate to all those who have touched your lives, your respected ones, those who are near and dear to you, and then we move on to the different directions, okay? So, wherever you are, it would be good if you can sit upright and in a relaxed position. But those of you who are not able to keep your body upright for whatever reasons, if you have to lie down, it's also okay, it doesn't matter. But normally when we start practicing, it is good to keep the body upright and relax. Feel yourself relax, your shoulder relax, and your eyes, you may choose to closed or even half closed your eyes. Just bring your attention within. When I say bring your attention within, it's just that bring your attention close to your heart. Don't fix your attention in your heart. Just bring your attention close to your heart. And you will feel a sense of calm and quietness. Now remain in this state of calm and quietness. Just remain in this state of calm and quietness for a few moments. You have clear awareness. Whatever phenomena that arises, the sounds that you hear, feelings, sensation that arises, you have clear awareness of them. Your mind is not disturbed, not distracted. In this state of calm and quietness, you will commence with the practice of metta, of loving kindness, wishing yourselves to be well and happy. As you wish yourselves well and happy, feel a sense of well-being and keep a smile in your heart. And just tell yourself, be well, be happy, be free from anger, free from enmity, from hatred and grudges, free from sufferings, from fear, from worries, from anxieties, and just dwell in calm and peace. Just as you wish to be well, happy, calm, and peaceful, you will now just radiate your loving kindness. Think of somebody whom you respect, including your teachers, whoever your teachers, all those who have brought you into the Dharma's path. Also your parents. Just have the good wish for them, that they be well and happy. May they be free from anger, free from enmity, from hatred and grudges. May they be free from sufferings, from fear, from worries, from anxieties. May they dwell in peace and harmony. May all our teachers and all those who are near and dear to us be well, be happy. May they be free from harm, free from dangers. May they dwell in peace and harmony. Going beyond from those who are near and dear to you, now think of those who are less well known to you or even unknown to you, including all those who are participating in this session tonight, wherever they are, whether known or unknown to you. Just have the good wish that may they all be well and happy. Now, think of somebody. If you feel comfortable to think of someone with whom you have had quarrels or misunderstandings, or some difficult person and have the good wish for them. Just as you wish to be well and happy, you also wish them to be well, to be happy. Be free from anger, free from enmity, from hatred and grudges, free from sufferings, from fear, from worries, from anxieties. And may they all dwell in peace and happiness and harmony. That may all beings be well and happy. All beings be well and happy. Now, in this state of mind, you just radiate loving kindness all around you, above, below, and all around you. Wherever you are now, in your room, in your house, once you can feel the sense of well-being, just spread out. Spread out your aura of calm and peace to fill the whole room. And beyond your room to the whole house, the whole building, to all your neighborhood, all the neighbors around you, reaching out to the whole city, and beyond the city to the whole country, to all the neighboring countries, all the neighboring islands, covering the whole world, and all the realms of existence, known or unknown to you, seen or unseen, that may all beings be well and happy. All beings be well and happy. All beings be well and happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Well, this is just a sample of how you cultivate loving kindness, starting with yourselves, and then you radiate to individuals, people whom you have respect, those who are near and dear to you, whom you are grateful, who have touched your lives, and then you move on to somebody who are less well known to you or even unknown to you, and eventually the difficult ones, those with whom you have quarrels, misunderstanding, your enemies, and so on. So if you can do that, then you're metta. But remember this, and although we help to radiate loving kindness to those who are near and dear to you, but we must be careful with radiating loving kindness to someone who you are emotionally attached. So sometimes between husband and wives, or between boyfriend, girlfriend, when they think of one another and give metta to one another, then the chances are is the mind, they will not spread any further because their attachment. Remember, the practice of loving kindness is the pure love from within, the wish that all beings be well and happy. That is the object of meditation. and there is no lustful attachment involved. It is the very pure love from within one's heart, that all be well and happy. Yeah. So that's how this word metta derived from mitta of friend. So the kind of friendliness, the kind of friendship that you develop through the pure love, the wish in your heart for all to be well and happy. Now, when you do this, as you wish all being be well and happy, yeah. Now, the idea is this: the object of meditation is all beings be well and happy. But in order to sustain this object of meditation, that is why in the commentaries in Visuddhimagga, they take you step by step from one individual to another individual, and or from one direction to another direction. This is for you to be able to sustain the object of meditation, that all be well and happy. And that will lead you to samadhi, to a different state of mind, yeah, where you gain experience. Now, the other thing that you need to know is this: when we wish, since the object of meditation is may all beings be well and happy, then we have to understand, what is it for somebody to be happy? First of all, they must be free from anger. If you have anger, either you have anger towards yourself or to others, or somebody angry with you, you cannot be happy. You will not be happy. Yeah? So that is why a wish is, may I be free from anger. And same way, may others be free from anger. Enmity is the hatred and grudges. Yeah? If you say that you are practicing metta, but you still have hatred, you still have grudges towards one another, then that is not real metta. That means you are thinking about metta, but you are not really practicing metta. Understand? Yeah? Then, once you are able, what else? Besides anger, hatred and grudges, what else makes people unhappy? When they are sick, when they are physically not well, difficult for them to be happy unless they learn. If they learn, yes, they can be once they accept it. But under normal circumstances, when some people are not well, physically, mentally, they have some disappointment, or they have some emotional problems with others, then their mind, they are not happy. So that is why we have these thoughts in our mind that may they be well and happy. And then we go on to say, may they be free from anger, free from enmity, free from hatred and grudges. And then free from suffering, mental and physical. Free from fear, worries, anxieties. So these are all thoughts that are related to happiness, making one's mind free to be happy. So that's what metta, loving kindness, how we practice loving kindness to others. Yeah? Now, what is important is this. Yes, if you can have a group sitting, and if you can listen to some guided instruction, that is well and good. But after you're sitting, in your day-to-day life, you must be mindful and observe your state of mind. every time you get a little bit upset, as soon as you become upset, you must remind yourself. Just remind yourself. You can use certain words, certain phrase just to remind yourself. For example, metta, metta, or free from anger, or be well, be happy. You must remind yourself. Yeah. Now, there are some people and who find difficulty. They are so stressed and so very unhappy with themselves or unhappy with others. So it is difficult to feel that kind of wellness. So for those people, they have to start after they practice generally, then they must particularly address themselves. They must take some time. Just keep on doing this metta towards themselves. Just be well, be happy, and learn how to smile. If you cannot smile in your heart, we use the expression smiling in your heart because it gives you the kind of happiness, the openness in your heart. But if you do not know how to be happy within, at least put a smile. Yeah. And when you do that, day in, day out, every time you get angry, every time you get upset, you must remind yourself, be well, be happy. Yeah. Until you break that habit pattern, the habit pattern of your mind always getting into very low, very depressed kind of a situation. Yeah. And once you're able to feel the kind of wellness, we use the word happy, but actually it's more towards contentment, a feeling of contentment. Yeah. And once you're able to feel that, then you think of somebody and whoever around you, you start practicing with those people around you. Yeah. When you see them not well, not happy, you just wish, may they be well, may they be happy. Yeah. Just simple thought like this. Yeah. And when I was practicing, when I first started to practice before I became a monk, yeah, 50 years ago. And when I was studying in New Zealand, and I met a teacher, and he started to teach me loving kindness. And then the way to practice is everyone, whoever you see on the road, you wish them all well and happy. They do not know. You don't have to say aloud, but in your mind, you just wish them all well and happy. So that is how we progress from ourselves to those who are near and dear to us. Then we go on to individuals that we do not know. Yeah. And then we take up those people who are really unfriendly to us. Yeah. So that is how we practice. In other words, you got to really make an effort and just to feel the sense of wellness again and again. Yeah. For that, you need to be mindful. And when you can do that, then you spread out to others. In fact, you can look into what you call in the internet, and if you just put LKM meditation, today there are a lots of what you call experiments, scientific experiments that are conducted, and they have evidence, they have proof, there are evidences of how loving kindness actually helps one's well-being and improves what you call interpersonal relationships. Yeah. So my subject is today about how to practice, and I think many of you have heard the benefits of metta. But metta actually has great benefits. Yeah. Even 15 minutes of loving kindness, that scientifically they have shown that it can actually change it starts to react and change your, what you call the genes, your DNA also. Yeah. So what you call relevant and so powerful this loving kindness is about. Yeah. And now I think I'd like to give you some time to ask questions if you have questions. Yeah. You want to talk? And then question, is it? Oh, I see. Sorry. And you want to ask questions now? So that, yes? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And
Bhante, we have one question here from Tae Boon Singh stated, Bhante, can the wishes be more specific other than the normal chanting of the words?
yes, of course. What I mentioned to you just now, the chanting, in chanting, what you call, it's very general. Yeah. But you can actually modify this according to the situation, according to individuals. Yeah. When you come to know that somebody is sick, right? So when we think of them, then we wish that person be well, be free from illness, be free from sickness, like that. Yeah. Now, in this what you call situation, when people are in fear, having fears and worries, then we wish them to be free from fear, free from worries, free from anxieties. So what I explained just now, you have to be very clear that metta, loving kindness, the object of meditation is that all beings be well and happy. Yeah. Then, when you wish all beings to be well and happy, you must also make sure that they are free from anger, to wish them to be free from anger, because anger, these are the causes of what you call happiness. If they have anger, they have hatred, they grudges, they have no happiness. They have no well-being. Yeah. So that's why we wish them. We have the specific wish that they be free from anger, free from enmity. And if they are sick, they are physically, they are mentally problem, then we wish them be free from suffering, mental and physical. Yeah. I will tell you a story in what you call when I was in Burma. There is one monk, yeah, and I visited this place. It is a village. It's like 30,000 people. Yeah, they all were living in this village. Yeah, and this monk, he would teach them to do metta, and it says in Myanmar, in Burma, it says Chanda Baze, Jamya Baze, and Lampia Baze. It says be well, be happy, be free from it. Yeah, and also the wish for may I be well, be happy, be healthy, be wealthy. Yeah, but of course this is what you call, there are some people and who really, when they have no job, when they are not employed, they have no money, how can they be happy? Yeah, so that's why Lampia Baze is to wish them also to have wealth, for them to be successful in whatever they do, like that kind of wish. So these are actually specific wishes that you sometimes, and of course, in the chanting, in the verses, this thing, there are some stereotypes in the sense of, and they go by the, what you call commentaries, they go by this. But when we want to really cultivate loving kindness, we must know how to, there's what you call the letter of the teachings, and as well as the spirit of metta, loving kindness. That's very important. Yeah. And
Thank you, Bhante.
Yeah.
Okay, Bhante.
Yeah.
Can we continue with the next question?
Yep.
Okay, the next question is from Sister Jennifer. Bhante, why is it that sometime when I do metta meditation, my chest hurt?
Yeah. Sometimes when you bring your attention within, just now I mentioned to you, when you start, bring your attention within, and sometimes if you fix your attention there, right, you can get some congestion. That's why I say don't fix your attention in your heart, just around you. But having said that, sometimes as you wish yourself well and happy, don't forget metta is the positive feeling, and it actually comes from your heart. So if there are some emotional blockages in your heart, yeah, something that blocks you, something that you're very unhappy about, when you cultivate metta, you wish yourself be well and happy, there will be some, what you call, reaction. And this is actually how metta helps to heal the kind of emotional blockages. They are emotional blockages in your heart. So sometimes you can feel the kind of kindness, sometimes you can feel the kind of pain there. Yeah. But of course, it's very important as you practice this, if the pain exists for some time and doesn't go, you please also consult your doctor. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Bhante. We move on to the question number 3 from Brother Jimmy Wong. Bhante, can we radiate metta to our departed ones? How do we do it?
Yeah. Normally, these few people that we should avoid what you call radiating metta towards. One, I mentioned just now, people who are emotionally attached. If you are emotionally attached to somebody, then if you radiate loving kindness, then the loving kindness will turn to something else, right? Will turn to kind of passionate love and lustful kind of attachment. Yeah. So that is why we don't start with them. Another kind is people who are dead and gone. Yeah. And because when you're dead and gone, you radiate metta, you don't get the kind of what you call response really. Yeah. And not only that, sometimes some people have very strong attachment to their departed ones. So when they think, they get sorrow instead of, they feel very sad. Yeah. So it will not be what you call productive in your loving kindness. So what we do with our departed ones, first we will practice loving kindness, then we have the good state of mind, and at the end of the session, we dedicate merits to all our departed ones, and we wish them well. We wish them that wherever they are born, we wish them to have opportunity to receive Dharma and to be guided so that they'll be free from all suffering, like that. So we don't take them up as an object of metta, loving kindness. And the third kind of person is this: if somebody, when you think of somebody who is unfriendly to you or your enemy, and you get very upset, then you should avoid that person for the time being. Yeah. Then you have you have to cultivate. Your foundation must be strong, and then you can take up those people who are unfriendly to you or even your enemies. Yeah. So this is how you got to take it step by step. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, understand. Thank you, Bhante. The next question is from Sister Ivy. While practicing metta, is it okay to stay away from people that like to be little or say things that can hurt us? Not that we are angry with them or whatsoever, just to avoid unnecessary, unpleasant feelings arise within.
Yes, that's exactly what just now I mentioned. There are some people who are difficult and who are very unpleasant to, when you are around with them. And if you can, if you are able to avoid, then you can avoid them. But sometimes you cannot avoid them because they are in your own office, in your own house. Yeah, you can't avoid them. So, but if you can, that is why we restrain. For example, if they are around you and you find that kind of what you call the unpleasant feeling that you have, this is actually due to some karmic thing. That's due to some karma. Yeah, because at different times in our life, different sets of karma, different kinds of karma arises. Yeah, do you know? And even your loved ones, your parents, your teachers, yeah, and in this lifetime, they can be very good to you, they are very kind to you, but in the past, they could have done many stupid things in the past. They could have hurt you in various ways, right? So, certain time when the good karma ripen and you have good karma, then the good things will come up, surface. But there are times when there's some very bad karma, very unwholesome things that we have done towards one another, and that karma ripen. So that is why we start to feel the kind of uneasiness. Yeah. So that is where the restraint is so important, to restrain your speech and body action. If you cannot stay away from those kind of people, you should be mindful of your speech and body action. One. Next thing is, you should, every day, you should seek forgiveness. Yeah. Because the fact that you are affected by somebody's, what you call actions or somebody's speech, something. The fact that you are affected, that means to say that is not a cause, that is an effect. That is a karma vipaka, what you are feeling. The cause is something, what you call, if you cannot find the cause in this lifetime, the cause must be in your past lives. You understand? Yeah? If you have done something wrong in the past, something bad in the past, when the karma ripens, you will feel uneasy. And especially during this time when there is a lockdown or there is a restricted movement, yeah? Because when you feel uneasy, most of the time, people will tend to distract themselves. They will go to the internet and they will go and chit chat. They do all sorts of things just to distract themselves. But the karma is still ripening, still this thing. They are not helping to cleanse themselves. Yeah. So that is why every day it is so important for us to seek refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, and to seek forgiveness, right? And also we need to forgive others, whoever has done us wrong. Yeah. And that will help to cleanse, that will help to clear the kind of karma. But for the time being, if you really feel that you are very uneasy with those people around you, if you can, If you can avoid and go somewhere else, that's great, yeah, for a certain period of time, yeah. But if you cannot avoid, then you got to be very mindful, your speech, your body action, and also your mind, yeah. And then every day to practice the kind of humility, forgiveness. And forgiveness is a great thing that will help you to release these things, yeah. Okay, yeah.
All right, thank you, Bhante. We're moving on to question number 5 from Brother Tan Boon Huat. He asked, Bhante, can I radiate loving kindness to all internal organs and parts of the body also? Example, eyes, heart, lungs, kidney, etc.
Yes, yes. In fact, there are different healing methods I have heard about, yeah, in America, where there are some teachers that will teach one, and whichever organ that is giving you problem, they will bring their mind there and seek forgiveness. They will seek forgiveness. Of course, all the pain that we have in our body is because of our own negligence, right? So we seek forgiveness. After seeking forgiveness, and then we wish them be well, be happy, be well, be healthy. Be well, these things, yeah? So that's how some healing can take place, yeah? In fact, our organs from the Chinese, what you call a health system, right? All our different organs, the main organs, such as the heart, the lungs, the liver, the spleen, and kidneys, they are all related to emotions, certain emotions. For example, if you have liver problem, right, and your emotions of anger, hatred, grudges, if you hate somebody and you have that kind of strong anger, then your liver will be affected. Actually, there are medical, there are scientific these things that says when you have anger, your liver cells die very quickly. They die. Things, yeah? And real fear for various things, a shock kind of fear, that can affect your kidney. Your kidney can shrink. Yeah? Yeah. So this is why the practice of loving kindness is so relevant and so important, even at the physical level, to heal these things. Yeah? Yeah. Okay? Yeah.
All right, thank you, Bhante. The next question is posted by Brother Lim Kim Heng. He asked, Bhante, when we radiate to the 10 directions, should we visualize that we are facing each of those directions respectively?
You know, I used to do that before. When I was practicing, I used to do that. But when I start to teach people how to radiate 10 different directions, many people now do not know where north is and east and west is, you see. They do not know. And then sometimes they will turn around how to radiate north. And that is why I chose to teach people, instead of radiating these 10 different directions, yeah, I chose to teach them starting from where they are and just to fill their own room, because these 10 different directions, you can cover it in front of you, behind, on your right, on your left, above, below, also cover all the direction on, yeah? But if you want to stick to the, what you call the very latter of the teachings, then you should know how. You start normally, according to the commentaries, they start from the east. You face the east. Usually the Buddha face east, yeah? So when you face east, you wish that all beings in the eastern direction, may they be well, may they be happy, right? free from anger, free from enmity. Then there's also another, what you call, use another phrase. It says, and may all the females be well and happy. Females mean human being, animals, all the females be well and happy. Then all the male. Then all those, what you call, noble ones. And all those worldly beings, the non-noble ones. Like that, there are different categories also. Yeah. So there's a formula. There are different formulas. That's why I mentioned that the cultivation of loving kindness, there are different variations and different formulas that people use. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Next.
Next question from Ling in Singapore. Dear Bhante, how should we practice seeking forgiveness correctly?
Yeah. Actually, I have mentioned this in my, what you call, my little booklet on awakening with metta, where I mentioned forgiveness. There are 3 aspects of forgiveness. First of all, we must learn to forgive others, whoever has done us wrong. Now, in order to be able to forgive others who have done us wrong, we must understand. First, we understand that the person who has done us wrong has done this not out of wisdom. It is out of ignorance. It is out of foolishness and stupidity and not able to control themselves. That is why they have done us wrong. So if we can think like that, we should have compassion for that person. Yeah. Another thing to understand is this. Now, if somebody does us wrong, scold us, accuse us, and beat us, yeah, then we have to understand, why are we experiencing this unpleasantness? This unpleasantness that we are experiencing is not a cause, it is an effect. It is again what we call karma vipaka. Yeah, it is an effect. The cause is somewhere else. If we are sincerely, we know that we have not done anything bad to others in this lifetime, then the cause can be from our past. We have to understand. So if we can understand that, that is how the forgiveness for others. Then another one is, and to first to forgive others, yeah, and then forgive ourselves also. Now this is something a bit more difficult. When we do something wrong and we have the guilt, yeah, we feel the kind of guilt within us and sometimes big torture to us. First, we have again to understand that all the bad things that we have done in our life, it is actually not because of wisdom. It is through our own stupidity, our own ignorance, and our inability to control our own body, speech, and mind. That's why we do things wrong. That's why we hurt, we harm others. We make others unhappy. So when we can understand that, and now that we are so fortunate to be able to come to the Dharma, right? Then we must really make the wish that we will grow. We will make an effort to stop doing the wrong things, and we develop our wisdom mind. Wisdom is so important. Yeah. So when we ask forgiveness, one, you must have a support. That means, and that's why we take refuge. We go for refuge in the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. So the Buddha Dhamma Sangha is the support. Yeah. Of course, if you have a teacher or you have somebody that you can talk to, you can express, to seek forgiveness, it will clear up faster. Yeah, and that is why we have, you know, all the different. We have Buddha, we have Kuan Yin, we have all the different, you know, bodhisattvas, right? And to clear, it is for you to communicate and to clear the kind of what you call guilt, these things. Yeah, and in fact, in the Mahayana practice, and they will chant and they will keep on seeking forgiveness again and again, again and again, until their minds becomes clear, and then they start to get some nimitta. They start to visualize. They start to have vision of Buddha, Kuan Yin, or some other good vision. That means to say that layer of karma has been cleared now. Yeah, so they are ready to practice further. So one is the sincerity. You must, if you really want to seek forgiveness, you must have the sincerity. And just by saying what you call sorry, I'm sorry, yes, you do it, but it is just with your tongue, your lip service, but deep from your heart, are you really? And what are you doing? Once you have, if you have, you seek forgiveness, Buddha as a support, and then you must have the antidote in the sense that you must do something that is going against that kind of wrong actions. In other words, you must determine that you will not do those actions again to others, right? So that's how, not just seeking forgiveness, but you must have the kind of strong determination, to do the right things, Then that's how you'll be able to what you call release and overcome, the kind of guilt and kind of wrongdoings that you, forgiveness, Forgiveness is something very important that will, because if you understand and you believe that this is not your first lifetime, you have lived from life to life, it is difficult to think that we have not done anything wrong. So that is why the kind of forgiveness is so very important. Yes, next question.
All right, last question. It's from Sister Chong from Malaysia. She asked, Bhante, is it good idea to radiate metta to my cancer cell? I am a cancer survivor. Thank you.
Okay. I'd like to tell you one story. And in Samadhi Vihara, and you know, one little boy, I do not know, he was only about 5, 6, 7 years old, 5 or 6 years old, young boy. He actually had a tumor he had a brain tumor. Yeah, he had a brain tumor, and his grandmother taught him, and that is metta, that's friend, metta friend. And do you know, every day, all the time, he says, my friend, my friend, metta friend. He had to go to hospital. He got to, what you call, get radiotherapy. You know, when he goes to hospital, he go in a very cheerful mode. And not only that, whenever he see patients, right? They are elderly patients. They are Chinese, they are Malay, Indian patients. He will go to them and then he will say, metta, be well, be happy. And even to the doctors, the nurses, they are treating him, he will also wish them, be well, be happy. He's so happy, so this thing. And actually, that's how he was able to overcome. That's how he was able to go through this, what you call, this tumor. So, metta, of course, there are different, what you call, and whenever you talk of a disease, you have to understand that all our sickness, all our disease is actually begins with dis-ease. Dis-ease means not at ease. And it usually starts in our mind. We have some uneasiness, yeah, with ourselves, with others, with so many things. We have this, and this is, if we do not attend to that, then this disease becomes manifest. It manifests in our physical, our body, yeah. So those who have problem with the head, it is very often their views. They have all kinds of wrong views. They have certain fixed views for certain things. So the head always jam up. Yeah. Those who have problem with their hands, with their legs, those people who chop others and beat others. Yeah. I was telling how, one day I feel my hips very painful. Then I start to remember when I had a dog once, the dog misbehaved and I beat the dog. And then I remember exactly that area. The dog was in pain. I was also experiencing this pain. So, this is the understanding of karma. If you have faith, have this thing, all our diseases, they are not only physical, we have emotional problems. Then our mind, we have a mindset. We have certain belief system. Yeah. Oh, very difficult to cure. We cannot cure. Oh, it's so painful. It cannot be cured. Then you cannot be cured. But if you have your change of belief system, that you have very positive, you think it's okay. And this is what, there are many people who have this kind of, what you call it, this, what effect? Placebo effect. Placebo effect is something real, yeah. And people are able to recover, yeah, just with the confidence that they have, yeah. That is the belief system. Then there is at the spiritual level. So there's physical, there's emotional, there's the mind level, mental level, and the spiritual level. At the spiritual level, there are also various other factors that can condition our illnesses. Yeah, and sometimes we have made a vow, we determine to walk a certain way of life, and then we totally forget about this in this lifetime. So we move another direction. Then all our energies are disaligned, not in alignment. Yeah. And sometimes, yeah, they're also attaching spirits, yeah, spirits that come to attach us, our past loved ones. Sometimes we call what you call karmic creditors, yeah. Those whom we have killed, those who have disturbed others, they come back to us. And this virus is one thing, and is a karmic creditor also. Yeah, yeah. So very often people say, and they want to, what they do is they spray, they want to kill all these viruses. Actually, these viruses, you must understand that viruses are also due to certain karmic thing. Yeah, and just by killing them physically, it will not help. Your loving kindness, use your loving kindness to transmute the negative energy into light, into love and harmony. And that is something that is important. Well, next question.
Next question is from Brother Lim Kim Heng. Bhante, should we chant the Karaniya Metta Sutta before we start Metta meditation as it is related to Metta?
Now, it depends on how your mind, how calm and stable your mind is, but it's always very useful to do some chanting first, when the chanting is actually to calm down your mind, yeah? And then when your mind is calm, then you're more receptive to what you call blessings, and you can cultivate your mind further. You can direct your attention. Your mind become more focused. That's what the chanting is for. Yeah. Next question.
All right, the next question and our last question for the day is from Daishen. He asks, Bhante, my son is afraid of the dark. How to help him?
Oh, I was afraid of the dark also. You know why? When I was young, when I was very young, and I like to climb up the stairs, up and down. So my grandmother tells me, don't climb upstairs. There are momo. You know momo? There are ghosts. Yeah. So I was very afraid. Every time in the dark, I'll be very afraid. But the way I overcome this is this: I learned when I was practicing in the forest. If you have this kind of fear, the way to overcome the fear is to confront it. So what I did was, I will go upstairs alone in the dark, but I will carry a torchlight, yeah? And then I will look under the bed and look everywhere. No problem. Actually, this kind of fear has been instilled to us, sometimes due to our past experience, right? Sometimes in this lifetime, and because people tell holy lies, yeah? So we get that kind of fear and it sticks up to us, sticks in us, yeah? These things we can overcome, face it. So the way to overcome is this: you tell your son, go to the dark, but you say, I will be here, don't worry, Mama will be here, yeah? And 10 feet away, then you go, then switch off everything dark, yeah? Then if he screams, then turn on. This is the way. When you have fear of something, right? If you confront the fear, then you have the strength. Then you'll be able to overcome. Another thing is, if you don't have the kind of strength to face it, then you need to say what? Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sangha. Teach your son, teach your thing. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sangha. Think of the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. The fear will be gone. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Okay, with the end of the last question, it marks the end of the session for today. Well, thank you very much to Bhante for the very fruitful sharing for today. Well, for those who are watching and you feel like it's a very fruitful Dharma talk and would like to share to your friends, we actually have the all session recorded down in the YouTube link. All right, you can subscribe our YouTube channel and you can send this lesson recorded to your friends. All right, and now we are going to share to you how you can subscribe to our YouTube to get more information of YBAM. Or basically, this particular Dharma talk is organized by Young Buddhist Association of Malaysia, Melaka State Liaison Committee. Right, we'll now show you a very short video clip on how you can subscribe to our channel.
Blessings.
So that's the end of the video, and we hope that everyone can subscribe to our channel and you'll get more latest info of our activities and our incoming session. Right? And that marks the end of our Dharma talk today, how to practice cultivating metta. And really thank you to Bhante Mahinda for accepting the invitation from YBAM Melaka State Liaison Committee. Thank you for having a very wonderful sharing Dharma session with us. We really I believe every one of us actually learned a lot throughout this session. And with that, we end the Dharma session for today. Thank you. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Can we have some blessing?
Yes.
We will invoke blessings for all of you, yeah? And just bring your mind. Remember, every time you do some good things, you must dedicate the merits. That's how your merits will multiply. So just bring your minds within and observe the calm, the quietness within. And just have the good wish that may all beings be well and happy. In your wholesome state of mind, you will share the merits with all the Dharma protectors, all the guardian deities who have been guiding and protecting you, including the guardian deities of your locality, wherever you live. May they rejoice in these merits, and in so rejoicing, may they give blessings and protection to all. We will also dedicate the merits for the spiritual well-being and happiness of all our departed relatives, teachers, and friends. Whoever that comes to your mind, have the good wish for them all, that wherever they are born, may they have opportunity to receive Dhamma, to be guided, to grow in the Dhamma, that will pave the way for them to be released from the cycle of birth and death one day. With all your good thoughts and the merits that you have acquired, please make your wish, make your aspiration, that all these merits will pave the way for you to be able to further develop and purify your minds from the tendencies of grasping and various forms of clingings and attachments, from the tendencies of anger, of hatred and grudges, and the tendencies of delusion, cultivating the qualities of generosity, loving kindness, and wisdom, so that you will have the purity of mind that will give you the strength to confront and overcome whatever difficulties, whatever obstacle that may arise in your lives. May you also grow in wisdom and compassion, be able to make good use of your lives, not only for your own happiness, but also for the welfare, for the happiness of the many. And may all the merits pave the way for you to progress in your lives, succeed in your studies, in your work, be able to fulfill your worldly duties, responsibilities, and at the earliest opportunity, may you walk the noble path and be free from all sufferings one day. May you also have the wisdom, the compassion to help others, whoever that comes by your way. Please make your wish, make your aspirations, whatever immediate problems that have arisen. Have faith, have confidence in the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha as we invoke blessings. Bhatu sabba mangalam rakantu sabba devata sabba buddha nubhavena sada soti bhavantu te. Bhatu sabba mangalam rakantu sabba devata sabba dhamma nubhavena sada soti bhavantu te. Bhatu sabba mangalam rakantu sabba devata sabba sangha nubhavena sada soti bhavantu te. Akasata Jabumata Deva Naga Mahidika Punyantang Namoditwa Tirang Rakantu Loka Sasana Akasata Jabumata Deva Naga Mahidika Punyantang Namoditwa Tirang Rakantu Desana Akasata Jabumata Deva Naga Mahidika Punyantang Namoditwa Tirang Rakantu Mamparanti Idang me nyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idang me nyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idang me nyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Abhivadana silisa nityang vada pachayano. Tataro dhamma vadanti ayu vanno sukhang balam. Ayurarogya sampasaka sampati mevacha atho nibbana sampatti vinate samijatu.
Thank you, Bhante. And I hope a very good day, and may everyone stay well and happy. All right, that marks the end of our Dharma talk today, and hope we can meet each other again in our next Dharma talk. And I'm your moderator today. My name is Wong Kian Yong, and thank you very much. We meet next time. Goodbye.